Just Hockey Show. I'm the Trev. It's too sweet. Anyway, we did Carolina. Let's do Washington. And, well, while I'm happy the Weagle is making its debut as a primary logo, I can't say I like it on this. Let's talk about it. Now, I have said that these Stadium Series jerseys can get a bit extreme. Here's a good example of that. The whole front of the jersey is essentially the Weagle. I mean, the color scheme fits. Red, white, blue, like they always do. The numbers on the shoulders, plain white. I don't know if those arm bars are supposed to be part of the wing or if it just happened to work that way. I don't know. I do know that the two laces are supposed to represent the flag of DC. And you got Washington in the collar. That's the front. And here's your backside. I swear, if this didn't go out of its way to look like a Team Russia jersey, I don't know what does. I mean, granted, they're kind of limited to their color scheme, but it looks very Russian. And your Stadium Series patch will be on your left. And like Carolina, you got giant numbers on the helmet. And much like the Hurricanes have a storm pattern on their pants, the Capitals have their typical 3-star pattern, which represents Maryland, Virginia, and DC, as they've always done. So that's it as it looks. And I mean, that answers my question on the sleeve about the wing, but yeah, something else. And of course, with all modern jerseys, it gets that 3D effect on the head of the Weagle. Probably on the wings too. But that, in a nutshell, is essentially their 2023 Stadium Series jersey. Now, this is their second Stadium Series game, being they played in 2018 against Toronto. And if you want to do side-by-side on the two Winter Classic jerseys, or Stadium Series jerseys, sorry, the one they wore in 18, the one they're wearing in February, well, I'm not screaming to the high heavens that this one's a better jersey, because it kind of is, but not by much. I mean, their other one, the 2018 Stadium Series jersey, only really is the weaker of the two just because it's a great big caps across the front. And we all know how much Trevs loves, names on the front of the jersey. So of the two, this one's the better, but on the whole, compared to the Carolina one, this one fails by comparison. Immensely. And it hurts me to say that as a guy who used to be a Caps fan. So I guess we should answer that $1 million question. I would probably most definitely not buy this one. I mean, I'm sure there are diehard fans who would. And if I was more invested in the Capitals, I would probably make an effort to as well. But no, I'll probably give this one a glance going past it and be like, oh, hey, cool. And go from there. I don't like this at all. I mean, again, the color scheme I can live with. I mean, again, the Caps are kind of limited to their colors unless they go plain black and copper and gold again to the red, white, and blue like they've always had. But I wouldn't even put this in their best jerseys. Out of their other two Stadium Series jerseys, this one's the best, but not by much. This is probably one of the worst designs I've seen, and it sucks that it had to be the Weagle that got that distinction, because it could have been so much better. It really could have. But that's just what I think. Let me know your thoughts on the 2023 Washington Capitals Stadium Series jersey. So, just hockey shows. I want to thank you for tuning in, especially if you've made it to this point. What could be bad about that? You're here, I'm here, we're all here. It's a great thing. So while you're here, give it a thumbs up. I believe I've earned it. If you want, if you haven't done so yet, that red button that says subscribe all over it, what are you waiting for, man? Come on, let's do it up. It'll make you feel good. And we're trying to get to 250. I'm just saying. My lonely social is in the description down below. So moving forward, the whole weekend's coming up. I hope to have at least 2 videos done this weekend. You know, gotta at least give myself some January content. But either way, in the meantime, in between time, be looking for you some Trev. Later.